So hello everyone and welcome to our exciting journey into Flutter. Okay, I am Supal Singh. So are you excited? Okay, so are you guys excited for that? Yeah. So I know you all are excited for that. So let's get started without further any delay. Yeah. So basically we'll start from the introduction of Flutter. Okay. Before moving ahead, I will include some points. Okay. So basically, what exactly it is. So first of all, what I need to do inside the introduction of Flutter. Okay, I will cover these points. First, history. We'll talk about little bit history of Flutter. Okay, and the second point, what is Flutter, right? And the third point is why should you choose Flutter, right? Fourth point is what types of application you can build, right? Yeah. So let's get start. Let's pick first point. Okay, first point that is history of the Flutter. Okay, I would like to ask one question from all of you guys. Okay, please tell me what is the origin of Flutter? Where from a Flutter comes into picture to develop an application, right? So please tell me if you know. Okay, if you know, please write down in the comment. Okay, okay. So first of all, okay, first of all, in 2015, Flutter was introduced introduced okay internally at Google, internally, okay, internally at Google, एट गूगल मीन्स सबसे पहले गूगल टीम के द्वारा ये ओनली इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था लाइक 2015 में. ओके, सो लेटर ऑन इन 2017, इन 2017 फ्लटर वाज फ्लटर वाज लॉस्ट लॉस्ट इन अल्फा एट गूगल, इन अल्फा एट गूगल, राइट. लेट लेट 2017, लेट 2017 द फर्स्ट, मतलब ये क्या हुआ, लॉन्च हुआ तो इसमें क्या हो गया, डेवलपर की नजरों में आने लगे, देन एक्सपेरिमेंट होने लगे इनमें, राइट. एक्सपेरिमेंट होने लगे, कुछ एप्स बनाए, कुछ चीजें इम्प्लीमेंट करी, ठीक है, कुछ चीजें ऐड करी बाय द कम्युनिटी, ठीक है, तो ये अच्छी लगने लगी. सो लेटर ऑन इन 2017 फर्स्ट कॉमर्शियल, फर्स्ट फ्लटर ऐप, फर्स्ट कॉमर्शियल फ्लटर ऐप, कॉमर्शियल फ्लटर फ्लटर ऐप was released, was released, right? That was the Hamilton Music app, Hamilton Music app, Music app, right? ये क्या था, फ्लटर का फर्स्ट कॉमर्शियल ऐप था जो कि हैमिल्टन म्यूजिक ऐप था, राइट. अब ये कब था, जब ये कब था, कब बनाया गया था, जब फ्लटर का अल्फा वर्जन रिलीज हुआ था, उसी ईयर में बनाया गया था, राइट, उसी टाइम पे बनाया गया था, ठीक है, उसी टाइम पे बना गया था, ठीक है. आफ्टर दैट इन 2018, इन 2018, ओके, फ्लटर 1.0 ऑफिशियली रिलीज, officially released, released. That was the, that was the stable version of Flutter. So this is the little history of Flutter, right? This was the little history of Flutter. So let's move on the another point. That was the what is Flutter. Okay, I will add another point. We start with pen. Okay, and the second point is uh, what is Flutter? What is Flutter? Right? Stage done. Now let's move on the actual part. Okay, let's move on the actual. What is actually Flutter, right? You can say Flutter is a, Flutter is a open source, open source development, open source development toolkit, development toolkit, development toolkit that is developed by Google, right? Is it only one point? No, basically open source है, ये तो हमें पता ही है. Apart from that और क्या है? So basically you can say it is it is used to build build beautiful, fast and cross platform application application by single code by single code by single code base. ओके सर, ये तो सही है कि हम ब्यूटीफुल ऐप बना सकते हैं, फास्ट कर सकते हैं, क्रॉस प्लेटफॉर्म बना सकते हैं, बट व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली सिंगल कोड दिस वन? व्हाट इज दिस सिंगल कोड बेस? ओके, I will tell you over here. Single code base, single code base. Okay, so that you can understand easily. Okay, so let's suppose basically you are writing one code for what? Android application. Android application generally you build, right? Right, Android application. Okay, this one code also work for multiple apps, just like iOS, web and desktop, etc. Okay, that's why we are saying single code based, means you have to write a code at once. Okay, then your app will execute for multiple platforms, just like iOS Android application, means iOS Android web and desktop. Okay, that's why it is called single code base, right? Okay, so second point is done. Let's move on the why. Let's move on the third point, and I will change the page. Okay, let's move on the third point. Okay, why you should why should you pick, why should you choose choose Flutter? Okay, if you have the multiple programming languages, okay, other programming languages, then why should you choose the Flutter? Okay, okay, let's understand deeply. Okay, I will pick an example. With the help of example, I will try to make you understand. Okay, so basically what happens, suppose that you are the owner of your restaurant, right? मतलब आप क्या हो, ऑनर हो अपने रेस्टोरेंट के, अब ठीक है, और बेसिकली अपने होटल के या फिर ढाबा के, जो भी है वॉट एवर, ठीक है. तो आपके पास क्या होता है, मल्टीपल स्टेट से ऑर्डर आता है, एंड यू हैव टू कुक द फूड फॉर देम, राइट? तो आप क्या करोगे, आप क्या करोगे, यू हैव द चैलेंज ना कि इतने स्टेट्स के लिए खाना बनाना है, देन यू हैव द एम्प्लॉय बट यू डोंट हैव द शेफ, राइट? तो आपने क्या करा, एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट किया शेफ को हायर करने के लिए. उसमें क्या करा, टू शेफ ने अप्लाई करा, राइट, फॉर इट. ओके, तो आपने उन शेफ को बुलाया अपने रेस्टोरेंट में या ढाबा या होटल में, ठीक है, और उनसे पूछा व्हाट डू यू नो. द सिंगल शेफ, मतलब दो शेफ से पहले शेफ को क्या था कि एक कॉमन रेसिपी आती है और अनदर को क्या है, एक स्पेसिफिक रेसिपी आती है. तो वो बड़ा कंफ्यूजन था कि अब क्या करें, तो उन्होंने थोड़ा और डीपली जानने की कोशिश करी. आप थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करो अपने बारे में, तो उन्होंने बोला सर आई हैव द कॉमन रेसिपी दैट कैन हैंडल मल्टीपल थिंग्स टुगेदर, और आई कैन कुक द फूड फॉर मल्टीपल स्टेट विद द हेल्प ऑफ कॉमन रेसिपी. इसको सुनकर बड़ा आनंद हुआ. लेकिन दूसरे वाला बोलता है सर मेरे पास तो सर स्पेसिफिक रेसिपी है जिसके द्वारा मैं एक ही पीपल को हैंडल कर पाता हूँ या फिर एक ही स्टेट को हैंडल कर पाऊंगा। तो उसके मन में पॉइंट आया कि नहीं यार, ही इज नॉट बेटर, मेरे लिए जो कॉमन रेसिपी वाला है वो बेटर है, राइट। इन द सिमिलर वे फ्लटर वर्क, इन द सिमिलर वे फ्लटर वर्क, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड। ओके, okay, traditional way I will compare with others. Okay, I will compare Flutter with other languages. Okay, suppose that I will write over here traditional way. I will write over here traditional way. Okay, traditional way of Flutter way. Right now, if you want to build an Android app, okay, Android app, then what you need to learn? You have to learn like Java or Kotlin, right? Java or Kotlin, right? But you don't need to learn extra thing. You will only use Flutter code base, right? Flutter code base, Flutter code base. Okay. If you want to make the iOS application, then what you need to learn? You have to learn like Swift or Objective C, right? You don't need to learn. Same code base. Flutter will work. Same code base. Okay. If you want to build an web application, then what you need to learn? HTML. You have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, JavaScript, and many more. You don't need to learn. You don't need to learn other things. Flutter will handle. Then same code base, right? Same code base. Okay. If you want to build an desktop application, then what you need to learn? You have to learn like .NET, right? Or C++, right? You don't need to learn these extra programming language. Flutter will handle. So we will use same code base, right? That's why जो रेस्टोरेंट ओनर था उसने कॉमन रेसिपी चूज करी रेदर देन जो सिंगल रेसिपी थी, जो स्पेसिफिक रेसिपी थी। इसलिए इफ यू आर चूजिंग फ्लटर, राइट, मतलब पता चल गया होगा क्यों चूज फ्लटर को क्यों चूज करोगे। अगर आपको एक ऐसी एप्लीकेशन बनानी है जो चारों प्लेटफॉर्म पे वर्क करे विद द सेम कोड बेस से, तो आप डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टेक्नोलॉजी लर्न करने की जरूरत ही क्या है। All the stuff will handle by the Flutter itself. Okay, that's why you will choose the Flutter. I hope this point is clear to all you guys, right? So let's move on the next point. Okay, let's move on the another point. Okay, so I will pick this. What type of application you can build? What type of what types of application you can build, right? So basically there is no restriction. There is no restriction. You can build any type of application with the help of Flutter, right? First of all, एनी टाइप ऑफ एप्लीकेशन यू कैन बिल्ड। बट हाँ, अगर तुम ज्यादा ही एप्लीकेशन एडवांस बनाना चाह रहे हो जैसे फेसबुक मेटा या फिर AR VR की तरह, तो दैट इज लिटिल बिट डिफिकल्ट इन दैट बिकॉज दिस इज द न्यू। ओके, न्यू नहीं है, ओल्ड है, बट स्टिल दिस इज अ न्यू। मल्टीपल innovation are happening inside the Flutter, but still, okay. So there is a little bit restriction on advanced application, but rather than you can build any type of application. Okay, let's take an example, just like uh, just like uh, just like just like e-commerce app you can build. Okay, e-commerce app, e-commerce app you can build. Social media social media app, right? And chat app, or basically this is cover inside it. So let's remove. Okay. Third point is games. Okay, you can build the games. Okay, Flutter provides some engines. With the help of that, you can build. Okay, and fourth, social media, e-commerce, games, and booking apps. Booking apps, etc. Okay, so there are several type of application available in the market. So all the type of application you can build with the help of Flutter. Okay, so this is the introduction of Flutter. Okay, we will see in the next video uh, that how we can actually install the Flutter in our system as well as Git. Okay, so we will meet in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.